This tutorial will take you through the steps to create a purchase order, or PO, in Viewpoint. Open Viewpoint. Select the Project Manager module, then Programs, and then PM Purchase Orders. A new window will open up, and this is where you will enter your PO information. Enter your project number. Click on the Grid tab. Go to the first empty line and put your cursor in it. Enter your PO number, which should be the next sequential number of your assigned PO block of numbers. Hit Tab and enter a brief description about your PO. Either reference what the materials are or what they are for. For example, geotextile and geogrid, or anchor bolts. Or if it's for a large lot, you can put miscellaneous construction materials. Hit Tab until you get to Vendor. Hit F4 to bring up the list of vendors. Under Name, you can start typing the name of the vendor. If you are unsure of the vendor's name, you can place an asterisk first and then start typing it, and it will bring up a list of vendors that contain that word. For example, if you are looking for a vendor and you know their name has equipment in it, you can type asterisk equipment, and all vendors with the word equipment in their name will appear. You can then select the vendor by clicking on it and then hitting OK. Enter the date you are ordering on. Hit T to put in today's date. Enter your initials under Ordered By. You can leave the Date Expected box blank. Click on the Shipping tab. If the items are being shipped to the job site, leave the checkbox checked. If not, uncheck it, and in the Shipping Location box, you can hit F4 and select one of the predetermined locations, or enter a specific address. Next, click on the Non-Interfaced Items tab. This is where you will enter the line items for your PO. Under Item, enter number 1. This will represent line item 1 on your PO. Leave the material box empty. Under Description Type, type what the item is. Leave the Receiving box unchecked. Under Phase, either hit F4 to bring up a list of phase codes associated with the job and select the correct one. Or, if you know what phase you are using, you can type it in. Please make sure you are using the correct phase code that relates to the correct contract item. Enter the number of units being purchased in the Units box. Ensure the correct unit of measure is selected. F4 will bring up a pre-populated list of units of measure to select from. Enter the unit cost of each item. Hit Tab until you get to the tax code box and select either both GST and PST or G5, GST only. Hit Tab until you get to the second line and then enter the next line item on the PO. If you would like to add any attachments like quotes or correspondence, you can do that now. Click on the Info tab. Click on the paperclip. A new window will open up. Click the Add button, then click the Browse button. Browse to your file. Select it and then hit OK. Once you have added all the attachments, you can close that window. To prepare the copy for submittal, click the envelope. Click the Message tab and then the To button. Select the vendor from the drop-down list. If there is no email address set up in the system, it will say Not Specified, and you will have to save the PO and attachments and send it from your email. If an email address populates, you can send it directly from Viewpoint. Under the Document tab, select Report from the first drop-down menu, and then select NCE Purchase Order Form. Click View Document so you can review the PO before sending it out. If the PO looks fine, you can either save it to your computer and email, or close the PDF and email from Viewpoint. To email from Viewpoint, return to the Message tab. Enter a subject and message, then simply click the Send button. A copy will be sent to your own email so you can save it in the job folder. Once your PO is submitted, you will need to approve it and then interface it. First, click the Approved box for the PO you are working on. Close the PM Purchase Order module. Open PM Interface. Enter your job number in the project box. Your purchase order will appear in the list below. If you have done more than one purchase order, they will all appear in the list. Click Validate. Then click Interface. You have now completed the purchase order process.